Hi there, we're gonna do a wellness check on this mama who just weaned a litter of 4. And just a PSA, I'm a mother of 2 small toddlers, and this is nap time. So yes, my hair looks crazy, and I'm sorry in advance. She had 6 and 2 were fostered away. She is my rabbit with the best body type, and I love that even when she's on babies, she still maintains that. She's kind of out of practice right now, but you can kind of tell just how deep she is and that she peaks a little more close to that hip like she's supposed to. And I'm pleased to see that her condition is not too bad after just raising a litter. Let's take a look at her hindquarter. She definitely has sunken in those loins. So she's lost a little bit of muscling, but she still carries well to the table. Her body type is definitely a strength for her, but I would like to see a little more fullness of loin, so I will not pair her with an animal that has any hippiness or hollowness of loin. She is pretty plain about the front end. For a Polish, their front end is 45 out of 100 points, distributed between the ear, eye, and head. So her front end does not lend a lot for me. She does have ear substance. She does carry them touching from base to tip in the front, but she lacks shortness of ear, boldness and width of skull. And I would say her eye is just average. I also think that I would like more width on her because she's so deep. I wish she would match that in her width. So it would be a good idea to pair her someone with a really strong front end, good width and fullness of loin. When I check the vent area, if it's a dark color, it usually means she is receptive. It's in the middle. She does still have some milk coming in, and I don't want her to get mastitis. Sometimes rebreeding can help dry them up. She's looking pretty well. Let's weigh her. A little bit heavier than she was when I first bred her, so she hasn't really lost any of her weight, so that's good. I need to see a little more compactness of body. I think she has a lot of length of body. I think she's gonna be ready to breed back. So let's take a look at who we can pair her with. So this guy is a broken chocolate buck who was recently granded. He is nice and full through the loin. He's shorter in body, which I like, and he does lend a strong front end with shorter ear, wider skull, bolder eye. I think that she's a non-dwarf, so I think that they could probably cross really nicely. They would throw 100% chocolates, solid and broken with a chance for roux, since I think they both carry roux. This could be a really great cross, I think. I could cross her with this boy, Amara's Ice. He lends a really strong front end, a bucky wide skull, which I like to see, substance of ear. He's just flatter in body type, but again, she could fix that. He's pretty good in loin. They would throw probably like half roux, all of which would be chocolate based and maybe some dilute based. I actually think this might be a good option. His shoulder's a little bit stronger. This will be a bit of a line breed, so we could get some positive traits going for sure. So normally I would only do breedings in the buck's cage, but I'm feeling like trying something new. I might regret it, but let's see.
So you can see me standing guard because I had no idea what these rabbits were going to do. The buck was hesitant at first, but once he figured it out, oh, he was right to it. You see how the doe pushes her hips up? She is lifting. That's what lifting is, and it allows the buck to breed. That was a fall off.
That was very easy.
A fall off usually indicates a successful connection, so you know that they did breed and they can get pregnant. Rabbits need a little bit of a break. I think he had 2 or 3 minutes in between before trying again, and he was back at it. Normally does will run around a bit, but she was just ready to go. And there's the second fall off. Fall offs are obvious, and she is bred.
So what you just saw was a very willing breeding to a doe who just weaned her 6-week-old kits. I do breedings at weaning because the does are most receptive then, most fertile then, and they tend to have slightly larger litters that time as well. If you wait and provide long gaps between litters consistently, you're gonna find that you have a lot more complications, misses, and other unwanted outcomes. Normally, I would breed 2 does together at the same time. However, she's such an excellent mom. She's had 2 litters now with absolutely no issues, and so I trust her to do it by herself. I think that pair is gonna do really nicely, and I'm excited to see what she throws in a month.